What's up, everybody? Yes, indeed, I am back, man, and today I am back to address Mr. Pooh, you know who, um, Renegade Media, for defamating on the character of a couple of my little homies. Okay, but first and foremost, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, put your notification bell on all, and share this channel. Let's get it up to 10,000 subscribers. That way I can start doing lives, people. And once again, I am a full-time online fitness coach. So if you want to get started with your fitness journey, shoot me a DM. Go to my Instagram, High Power Fitness, high_power_fitness_, and I will get you to becoming that best version of yourself. You could become a 10.5 right here on High Power Fitness, or you could email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. But before I do go on, I got to give a quick shout out to all of my followers, my subscribers, and especially my channel members, man, and everybody that's been supporting me and what's been going on in my life. You know what I'm saying? So, once again, I'm going to have to start off with a little bit about nutrition because I'm back on track. For those of you that know, you know, my wife is out of the hospital. She's on her road to recovery. Thank God for a speedy recovery. I mean, she's still going through the recovery, but, you know, it's going to take some time. And thank you once again for everybody that sent their prayers and their best wishes. Hey, that really means a lot, man. And you know what? Hey, I'm gonna give you guys, you trolls, a shout out too, man, because you guys have been really respectful. You guys didn't come in and try to bump your gums, and I respect that. Well, anyways, people, real quick, I'm gonna give you a real quick topic today. I'm gonna touch on just a little bit about inflammation. Inflammation is the body's natural response to injury or infection. Okay, that's what happens when you get an injury. Your body gets inflamed. You know what I mean? It's like someone cock-cocking you. You know what I mean? That's its natural response. It's a complex process that involves the release of chemicals in cells that help to protect the body and promote healing. In some cases, inflammation can become chronic, which can lead to a variety of health problems. So if you run a ketogenic diet, it can help to reduce inflammation. And a lot has to do with, you know, fatty liver, man. So if you guys suffer with fatty liver, man, I really encourage you guys to try incorporating a keto diet, man. Okay, so with this diet, man, it works because it helps to lower insulin, which can reduce the production of inflammatory cytokines. Okay. Additionally, a ketogenic diet can help to improve the function of mitochondria, which is the powerhouse of cells, people. This can help to reduce oxidative stress, which is a major cause of inflammation. So I'm going to be short on this, people, because I want to really move on and get over this. And today I'm not going to turn into the Hulk, man, because I'm going to keep my cool. Well, anyway, so now, with that being said, if you're ready to take your health to the next level, shoot me a DM. High Power Fitness, baby. You already know. High_power_fitness_, or you could email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. Whichever you choose to do, man. Just make sure you mention something about nutrition and fitness or signing up with my program, man. I'll get you going, man, on becoming that 10.5. Well, anyways, people, you know, like I said, I was going to touch on this fucking character, Mr. Renegade Media. First and foremost, man, you guys are, I'm pretty sure, well aware of where I come from. You know, the city of El Monte. My neighborhood is very well known, and this individual, Mr. Renegade Media, I know what he's about. I've seen his shit. He plays with fire. He's a fucking straight lame. You know what I mean? This guy gets information from third-hand parties, maybe even fourth or fifth. Now you got to keep in mind, this motherfucker had dropped out and dropped out and dropped out again. I've never heard of such a thing. Now, you know, coming from where I come from, my neighborhood, the little homies that he tried to, you know, put a jacket on, every last one of us from our hood, we're hood babies. You know what I mean? You may not know what a hood baby is because you're more than likely one of them cats that try to claim the fucking fame. I'm sure you grew up around some real ones and you idolize them. but you lived in your own imaginary world that you were part of that. And you got caught up doing dope, got strung out, caught a case, and thought you could run with it. And got your motherfucking covers pulled, Mr. Pooh Butt, because I've never heard in my life anyone having more dropouts under their belt than one. I never knew that was possible. That raises a lot of flags, man. So obviously what you thought that you could handle, you really couldn't handle. And I won't get into too much detail about that because your character speaks volumes. I remember seeing one of your shorts pop up in my feed. You were at the La Mirada swamp meet. And I noticed you weren't in the crowd mingling. Why? Because you were scared to get noticed, weren't you? It's obvious, my boy. You're fucking faking a fraud. For you to try to put a jacket on my little homies in my neighborhood, because when you speak on any homie from my neighborhood, you're speaking on my whole barrio. Okay? From my neighborhood, I'm going to tell you, yes, I'm jumping around, and that's what this cat does. I ramble and ramble, but today, like I said, this topic, it pushed some buttons in me, you know what I mean? But I'm not gonna come out of character, and the reason is because coming from my hood, we conduct ourselves as professionals. We're hood babies. 99.9% of us are hood babies. Everybody and anybody that's from my barrio is related to somebody from our town. And if you ain't from the barrio, I guarantee that person that isn't from my barrio, that lives in my barrio, has a relative from the barrio. You know, the roots go really deep in my hood. And we were educated by our older homies, rest in peace. Gang of them. We're old neighborhood, and we were brought up with respect and morals. We don't shit in our backyard. Yes, there might have been incidents where things have occurred, but sometimes things are out of our hand. But for you to try to put a jacket on the little homies, we don't do shit like that. Are you fucking kidding me? Even the residents coming from my hood are with the business. Straight up. We got love for one another. Yeah, we get into it every now and then with one another, but at the end of the day, we shake our visas, we shake them visas, and we have a pisto. As for myself, I don't drink no more, but back in the day, that's the way it used to be done. So to put you up on game, you fucking lame, the next time you want to speak on history, learn to study about it. Stop taking fucking third-hand information, because more than likely, I could guarantee most of your information that you gathered is through what the media wants you to believe. And the only ones that know what went on that day are my little homies and the individual that it happened to. But wherever you're, like I said, I could already guarantee where you get your information from. There's going to be people that rolled it up, went to that other side, and they're going to be fucking trying to smut up every neighborhood possible. And you're one of them cats. Why? I don't even know if you were part of a barrio. I believe you were just a dope fiend that got caught up in the game and tried to play with the politics behind them walls. And I can tell you right now, from experience doing time with the norteños, they're very militant. And just from the way you conduct yourself, you're not cut from that cloth, my boy. So what I'm trying to say today, and what I've said in the past, you're playing a dangerous game. I'm trying to give you a little game here, because I guarantee that day when you were at the La Mirada Swap Meet, you were exactly where you were at, in the outfield where nobody could see you. Because if you would have got recognized, I guarantee someone would have delivered your ass to you. You try to fucking put a bad jacket on my whole hood. My hood is nothing of the way that you portrayed it. Our little homies don't get down like that. None of our homies do. We were brought up with respect, morals, and values. And we all have our dignity. Are you fucking kidding me? Quarters taken from a piggy bank? That sounds like something a fucking dolphin would do like you. Mr. Scante Warrior, or the rock monster, the rock star. You grimy, my boy. You really should stop speaking on barrios. And when I say this in the behalf of every neighborhood. Because what you do, your audience that believes and follows you, you're going to limit their circle of travel because you're putting fear in their hearts. There's so many beautiful fucking places out here in this in the United States, especially, you know, in California. You know, you're going to keep them in fear. They're not going to ever want to come out of that world that you created for them. You have a voice and you have an audience that strongly believe in you. But if you're going to fucking keep that audience, man, do your history, study your history, give them correct information. You know, if you want to preach to stay away from the gang life, something that you obviously ain't familiar with, well, at least not the way we run our shit down here, you haven't the slightest clue. If you're gonna preach right. Don't be fucking bringing your fantasy to life out here on social media and stirring shit up, man. Well, anyways, with that being said, like I said, I'm going to keep my cool. And the reason is because that's the way I was brought up. You won't catch me coming out of character for an individual like you. Some fucking fake and fraud that's claiming the fame. Never that. You could call it what you want because I know you're going to have your little people probably bashing me on this, but who cares? Ain't no shine off of my state boots. Ain't no scuffs on my Nike Cortez, baby. I'm going to keep being me, a full-time online fitness coach, and encouraging others to walk right. But I'm going to lead them right. Why? Because I live that life. And I'm not going to down talk the homies that are still living that life. Much love and respect to every last one of them. Why? Because I live that life. We have morals and values. At the end of the day, everyone is their own man. But don't be that fucking poo butt over there trying to defecate on someone's character. You don't even know them. You need to start paying attention to your surroundings where you're at. Poo butt. I was going to give a comparison, but I'm going to leave that as water under the table. And I'm going to get some of you guys, no, it's water underneath the bridge, G. No, there's two different definitions to that. Look it up if you don't believe me. I only look this way, people. But anyways, with that being said, I'm going to sign off on this. And I just had to speak up for my barrio and my little homies that caught that case. Don't be trying to fucking put a jacket on them. You weren't there. You don't know what went down. Well, anyways, people, with that being said, if you want to get started on your fitness journey, start getting that that physique that you haven't been able to get year after year, you know what time it is, man. Shoot me that DM. High Power Fitness, baby. High_power_fitness_. Or you could email me at highpowerfitness@yahoo.com. There ain't nothing to it but to do it, baby. Don't talk about it, fucking be about it. Come on now. It's not a puzzle. It's not hard to figure out. Put your motherfucking ego and pride to the side. Let's get this, man. What are you waiting for? For a magic pill? That ain't ever coming by. If it does, shoot it this way. That's one thing I would love to take. Take a magic pill to get on Sweezy. Well, anyways, people, remember, thumbs up, thumbs down. Make sure you just hit the subscribe button. And when you hit that subscribe button, go to that notification bell, take it off of personal and put it on all. That way you can get notified of everything that I put up here on my channel. And for those of you that don't know, go take a look at my Instagram, High Power Fitness. High_power_fitness_. I got over 2 years of material there. I have team members, testimonials from non-team members. I have meals that you can get run with. You could go check out some of my workouts, whatever you want to do, man. This is a legit shit right here. Now, with that being said, I'm out of here, baby. Thank you once again for all your prayers and your get wells to my wife. Highly appreciate it. I really do. Every last one of you. Even the trollos. The trollos, the funny bunnies, because, you know, even if you didn't send any well wishes, but you guys kept it you kept it on the hush hush. You weren't out here on my channel bumping your gums. I appreciate that. Really do. Now let's get this channel up to 10,000 subscribers, people. Let's start doing these lives. That way we could really get activo. You already know. Let's do this.